get ready. So get ready. So get ready.
Hey, UGC. What's up, Just Be Real? UGC is in the house.
So get ready. So get ready. So get ready. So get ready. So get ready.
No, my lips ain't this red. I do wear lipstick.
So get ready. So get ready.
Yes, y'all like up the stream, subscribe.
So get ready.
Are y'all ready? Are y'all ready?
So get ready.
All right, y'all. Y'all have to go to my art site and copy an original art piece. I can't take all of them with me.
So get
This
ready.
baby's got to go. The original art piece on the site, 90% off. Take her home. Get you an original art piece.
So get
They're
ready.
never going to be this cheap again. ILoveHerArt.com. All right, so
So get ready.
all right, y'all. Yes, this is the black pill. So listen, anybody that's on here for the first time, my name is Selkis Ray. I am an artist and author, a poet, a relationship expert, a spiritual advisor, life coach, and medicine woman, and the founder and the ambassador of the Ugly Girls Club. That's what the banner says here on this channel. We are Ugly Girls and Ugly Girls Coalition, and we refuse for anybody to think they can dictate to us our worth. Our worth. We don't let any outside forces do that, no matter what we look like. We know what they say about how we look, and we don't give a shit. It doesn't matter because we're not trying to seek anybody's approval. We are divesting from chasing the illusions of being approved by people who, number one, most of the time hate themselves. You're chasing approval from people who have self-hatred, who are perverts and degenerates in society for, on some level. They hate their job, they hate the way they look, they hate their own lives. We are not chasing validation from these people who need to clean up their own lives. Listen, we can lock arms, hands in hand with each other and everything and help heal each other. But what y'all not going to do is say, well, because I think you're ugly, now I get to dictate to you what you can and cannot have, what you should and should not get, whether you deserve what it is you want. Just because you want to have the position to tell me that I'm unattractive, that I'm worthless and all of that. Listen, that's personal. How you feel about the women you don't like, fellas, is personal. This thing is personal. And you're trying to make it a community event. You're trying to do activism work for your personal feelings about who you don't like and who's ugly, who's delusional and all that. And it's personal. You've come to your conclusions about a woman's worth based on your own experiences with her. So why are you trying to indoctrinate women into feeling like we don't have a say so in all of this? That's the part I don't like. And this is why I founded the Ugly Girls Club, so we can get out of, chasing this. Do I get an A, sir? Do I get an A or a B? This brown nosing for people who only want to use you, because 9 times out of 10, the men that you meet only using you as target practice anyway. And these are the same motherfuckers that tell you, well, if you want a man who's an entrepreneur, if somehow you want somebody who actually likes their job, who's decided to be totally self-sufficient, somehow you're delusional for wanting that. I've been listening to a lot of men say, a couple of them came to my channel stating that they don't have a problem with B. Simone's stating that she has a preference, right, for entrepreneurs. They are arguing the point of, was it the bias? I think is that's the catch. It's the catchphrase they're using, ladies. Men are saying that we are being biased and gender bias. I think, let me get it right now. They're saying we are displaying gender bias because we don't have because we object to their preferences and and we always have something critical to say about what men like. Right? So it's not the fact that B wants an entrepreneur, it's the fact that we have a double standard. We try to shame them, supposedly, is what the guys are saying. We try to shame them about what it is they like big butt, small waist, whatever. We always got something to say about what they like, and here we come with all of this criteria for what we want. So we are doing the double standard, the bias thing. Y'all, what do y'all think about that? Let me go to the comments. Do y'all feel, for the most part, that women are biased when it comes to being overly critical about what men want as opposed to what we want? Are we being fair and balanced about our perspectives on what we want and what we see that men want? If that was the case, they would say that instead of attacking Simone's appearance. Bingo! Ding, 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 ding. Tell her what she wins, Bob. What's behind door number 3 on The Price is Right? You've won. That's what I'm talking about. When they talk this bullshit about bias, because the whole conversation about B. Simone is how she looked. Her teeth fucked up, her face too chubby. You know what else? She need to fix her eyebrows, all kind of stuff. You know, they dragged her the way she looked, and they said she was delusional about wanting an entrepreneur because of the way she looked. Not the fact that her being an entrepreneur herself didn't qualify her. Y'all realize this? The fact that B. Simone is an entrepreneur herself did not even qualify her for wanting a motherfucker that was the same reflection as her. Now, we're not arguing over the fact that she had a thing for the baby, which I'm not getting. I'm not getting what that is about. That's her own personal thing. But the point is this. The woman is an entrepreneur. And that didn't qualify her to seek out someone on her level. The dude still called her delusional. She said, I just want somebody who up at 3 a.m. like me, who can understand, you know, if I got to run out and go to the factory and bag up some stuff at 2 a.m., you know, I got to do that. He probably doing the same thing. You know, if I got to catch a red eye somewhere in the middle of the day, my man's lifestyle, he would either be able to fly out there with me or be too busy to be mad at me for having to do something like that last minute. That's all she was saying. Now, that's the only thing I'm taking up for. All the rest of the stuff, you know, I think her delivery could have been tweaked a little bit so that all of this stuff wouldn't be people wouldn't be so much in their feelings. But the point is this. When I listen to these men talk about her, they evaluate her chances of getting what she wants, not based on her merit, the fact that she earns her own money. Because ain't this what they say they want? Someone, I want a girl who's got her own. I want her to not need me and all that kind of stuff. She's a not need me kind of girl. And she gets no points for that. Arguably, the girl is cute. I mean, by, you know, the standards that we live under, she's a cute chick. She's a cute chick. But y'all, you know, I have said on this channel before, and I got a lot of flack from my degree holding sisters about this. You know, like I was throwing hate and all that kind of stuff for saying that your degree at the end of the day don't make you more fuckable. And you know, if we evaluate ourselves on the same merit as men evaluate us, we are going to be disconnected there, because what we find important is not the same thing as what men find important. You could have 5, 6, you know how many women I coach that are doctors, breadwinners of households, and the dudes running the street. Look at somebody like Wendy Williams now. Breadwinners, her money is financing new homes. He's buying new homes in her name. All kind of big purchases going on. All kinds of big purchases going on. She's basically taking care of him, and he don't respect her one iota more because of it. She taking care of the whole thing. And what does he do? He abuses her kindness. You know how many women are going through that? How many degree card holding women, PhD, all kind of letters behind her name, and getting scammed out her ass? Scammed. Emotionally manipulated. So when these men talk about you know who ain't qualified for what, you could not need him financially, because this is what most of them say. I just don't want to, you know, I want her to have her own thing going on. There's women that got that. There's women that got their own thing going on, and here they come. What do they have to offer you, ladies? What do they want from you, and what do they have to offer you when you're financially independent? They dicks. If you're financially independent, you don't need him. The only thing he can offer you is his dick. And a lot of times, 9 times out of 10, that ain't even really too much, no big compensation prize. You ain't got no consolation prize there. Although some try. Some of them try, but that's the only thing left. The only angle he has, if you're financially independent, is the emotional one. And a lot of women get roped up emotionally. You may not need him financially, but you just want his time. I don't need you to pay a bill for me. I just want your time. I just want the intimacy. I want the attention. And this is what they give you. And they sell it to you as something more. You're more noble than the woman who actually needs me to pay a bill. Hamburger, you're more noble because you don't need me financially. You're a better woman than the other chick that works at Waffle House that I've been trying to smash because she always trying to get me to pay a bill. But you're more natural. You're more my speed because all you want is my time. That's all you want. So you're better than her. You better than her, girl. You're a better woman than she is. And meanwhile, he dicking down both of y'all and leaving y'all both out to dry. He leaving the Waffle House girl still got to do 2 shifts, and you still gotta work. You only thing you doing at the Waffle House girl ain't doing is you paying for his dick. Waffle House girl asking for money for so she don't have to steal no more omelets. So she don't have to steal no more eggs from work. She's asking for a little change. You are just paying to be used. When you have money as a woman, you're paying to be manipulated. You see the game? So it's whether you have or whether you don't have, whether you cute or whether you're not cute, these dudes are going to find a problem with you all the way around the board. There ain't never going to be a problem with you. There ain't nothing wrong with how B. Simone look. But it's a problem now because she wants somebody that basically disqualifies all the dusties. She done disqualified all the dusties anyway, and their feelings hurt. Their feelings are hurt. Now the other argument is how realistic is what she want? She want to do with some say that she wanted a drug dealer, a rapper, a drug dealer, hustler or something like that. I don't know. I didn't get that deep into it. Maybe she do, maybe she don't. But the point is that it really, y'all, UGC, where are my ugly girls at? Can you raise your hand for me? It doesn't matter what you have or don't have, or how you look or don't look. These dudes don't want to give you more than they have to. This is why you have to have morals and standards. No matter what he comes with, no matter what kind of pedigree he has, come from a two-parent home, he goes to church every Sunday, you got to make sure you keep your legs closed and your eyes on the prize, no matter what he comes with. Because if he can get it for free, or get it for less than what you're asking for, that's the goal. The goal is to take from you before you have too many requirements. Let me see what I can get out this girl before I have to buy another meal. If I can get a little head wash before I have to buy this girl another Subway sandwich. It's a race. It's like it's a race to the finish line. You're smart, you have a degree, but they say you ugly. You cute, you got a nice shape, they say you too materialistic. You go to church on Sunday, they call you a prude. You want too much sex, your appetite too big, and you're a whore, and there's that too. So it don't matter. It don't matter. What is the bias and the double standard here? I don't know. Because it's women that do all kind of things that affect her health, that affect her physically, mentally, emotionally, and financially, just to look attractive for men. For these same men that talk about how we criticize them for wanting what they want. How, Sway? When it's women, don't y'all complain about all this stuff, all this extra shit that women supposedly do to be attractive for you? We spending big bucks trying to look cute and feminine for you, because we know we don't look a certain way, your head ain't gonna turn. So how we doing all this on one end? We spending money, big bucks. We spending big bucks on weave and therapy and everything else to try to get you to take a second look. And all of a sudden now we biased about what you like. How can we be biased about what you like when we are invested in doing what you like? When the average woman you see is spending big money per year to be what you like, to be exactly what you like. So talk to me about how is it a bias? How is it a bias? Where are all these women getting all this low self-esteem from? Questioning her looks because she sees you eyeing something that don't look like her. And she's running, trying her best to keep up with what you like, but there's a double standard. There's a bias. Biased where? Listen, I told you all before that, and this is what I always say on this channel, is that what you decide if what you desire is righteous or not. You get to decide that. Men don't get to decide that what you want is righteous or not. Why? Because you are the moral arm in every fucking relationship with any man you have ever been with. You are the moral arm. He doesn't come with morality because he'll screw you when he don't like you. Hello? Have I not said that? 9 times, if you screwed 10 men, 9 of them didn't like you. Don't I always say that on this channel? So when we're talking about what's righteous for you to want, they can't tell you, they can't dictate that to you. Because they'll take from you when they don't like you, when they despise you, when they have no intentions on being with you. They will play with your life like a goddamn experiment in the goddamn CDC lab. Your whole life is like a petri dish full of bacteria. They just push around and pour stuff in to see if you jump around or whatever it is. That's how they use your whole life. And these men could tell you that what you want isn't righteous? How? How, Sway? When the morality that's enjoyed in any relationship with any man you are ever going to be with is the morality that you bring to it. You say, I'm not going to do X, Y, Z. This is not happening until this, and this takes place. You have to bring that, because he's not going to say, oh, no, boo, it's not time yet. I don't really know you that well. I don't know you well enough. And, I don't really, we going too fast here. Let me get to know you a little bit first. And then once he gets to know you, if he doesn't like you now, does he just exit stage left? No. Even when he doesn't like you, he still lingers around, trying to get shit for free. So the morality that you enjoy in a relationship, the expression of his morals is activated by your standards. They're activated by what you say is going to go down, what you decide you're not ready for, and all that. You are the temperature gauge of all of that. You. I don't get it though. I don't get it though. It's always an issue. Oh, she hit a wall. She hit the wall, and you know that part. Imagine you a 30-year-old woman and you're already over the hill. Where are we getting these? Where are we getting this from? At 30 years old, you're really just getting into your own self, knowing what you want, what you like. You are just now crossing the threshold of I'm doing things for me as opposed to doing them because XYZ told me so. At 30, you just start to do things because you want to do them. You're just starting to be able to say no, no, and not feel bad about it. How is that a wall? How is that a wall when you're just coming into awareness of yourself at 30? How is that a wall? These men, I swear to God, I'm like, where's the Peter Pan juice? Y'all drinking Jesus juice somewhere? Are y'all buying some Jesus juice? Did Michael Jackson leave y'all the Jesus juice? And y'all swigging it up behind some dumpster somewhere that I don't know about, some of that Peter Pan juice? You need to go ahead and give it over here because all of y'all act like y'all ain't dying too. All of y'all act like y'all ain't getting older too. I don't get it. Why is age such? Why are we so obsessive over age? Over women aging. Why is that the one thing that they go to? You want to insult a woman, all you got to do is tell her she old. That's the first thing you got to do. You over the hill. 30? At 30, you're over the hill? That's right. It is all vanity. And this is the reason why we have to divest from all of that shit. So that you women who are professionals, I listen, I coach psychologists myself. I have some clients that are in the mental health field too. Right? Very high identity women. Very high identity women. Women who don't have jobs, they have careers. They have pension plans, they have insurance policies, they pay their taxes on time, they own 1.5 homes, 2.5 cars. There's no illegitimate children around. Very responsible women. They get scammed by dudes too. And this happens more often than not. More often than not. So what is it? What is it? We're just animals here? Why every time we pivot, there's some dude, some little dusty ass motherfucker telling us you not cute enough for what it is you want. None of these niggas go in the mirror and pull down their pants and have a realistic talk with what they seeing in their reflection. None of y'all dudes pull down your pants and have a realistic talk with yourself about what is reflecting back to you there. You don't practice the realism that you preach that we need to be doing. You don't practice it for yourself. You'll be 2 minutes half broke down, half dead, and still cheating on women. You know how many half dead dicks out here still cheating on women? I'm like, well, what you doing? Stuffing it in? They gotta stuff the shit in because it ain't hard. And they still finding women to cheat on their wives with and give their wives grief and a hard time and all this kind of stuff. Yo, for real. If we have to look in the mirror and be realistic, y'all gotta look in the mirror and be realistic too. Oh, you gotta date on your level. Water seeks its own level. Well, nigga, have you looked in the mirror? If water seeks its own level, then I need for all y'all to get a mirror on the wall and strip down naked and have a talk with yourselves too. Because a lot of y'all under some kind of delusion that the woman don't see what's going on with you. A lot of y'all be with women and know they don't like you. but you secure because you got a couple of dollars. Y'all do deals with women who don't like you all day long, and that's not a pathology? I don't understand that. You know, if it wasn't for your money and your car and all that kind of stuff, the chick you with wouldn't even look twice at you. But you'll gladly be with her. You don't find anything strange or demoralizing or delusional about being with a woman that you know in your mind, if you didn't have XYZ, she wouldn't be with you. But somehow we're the only ones. We're the only ones that are supposed to eat humble pie. We're the only ones. You could be a 2-minute brother, selfish, and like I say on every live, you know, we deal with a lot of stuff with these dudes. A lot of shortcomings with them, and we are conditioned to overlook all of that. All of the shortcomings. These dudes, all they talk about, well, you know, women don't hit the gym. You know what? Black women let themselves go. Black women are fat. Really? You know how many men with pot bellies be saying that? I'm like, okay, we don't hit the gym, but you haven't seen your dick since 85. Your gut been overlapping your dick since 1985, but we don't hit the gym. You don't take showers every day. You only take showers if need be, on special occasions. But we all out of shape and not taking care of ourselves. You fuck women who ain't clean, who got 12 hours of piss on a hairy ass cunt. You fuck her raw, and talk about who nasty out here, who don't got good hygiene, who don't hit the gym. How sway? We really do have to stop being with people who actually hate us. Yeah, that would be a start. That would be a start. That would be a great start. A black woman is made for a black man and vice versa. And I'm not trying to beat down black love on anybody like that. This is just facts. This is not an opinion, it's just a goddamn fact. I'm the only one that can make black men and black women. Black men and black women can come out my womb. This is just a fact. So we're designed for each other. Why the self-hate thing? Why this hatred for each other? I don't even know. And we've adopted so much falsehood around these relationships. I think if we're gonna blame like false expectations or high standards, I think on maybe both ends, both male and female, black men and women, both are to blame with all of that's concerned. Both of us can take hold of some blame where that's concerned. Yes, it is societal brainwashing. It is societal brainwashing. I'm like, really? You condemn women for just being who they are. We want what we want, and we gotta feel bad about that too. Why we gotta feel bad about everything? And you men, like you like making women feel badly. You like when women feel intimidated because that's when you get free ass. Hello. If the woman feels intimidated, more than likely you can get ass with no merit. So that's why that works for you. And ladies, and this is why you have to reject all of that. When he comes with you're beautiful shit, you're beautiful and I think you're beautiful and you're so beautiful, and he could probably not mean it. And usually you'll hear that before he pays the bill. You hear that before you get any tangibles, like Tariq Nasheed said. Before you get a tangible, you get the I think you're beautiful shit. Because that's the opener, that's the softener. That's to make you trust him, to make you believe what everything he's telling you. Because if he's saying something nice and something you want to hear, oh, well, you know, of course I can trust him. He's so honest because he called me beautiful. That shit. We have to divest from that shit. Because that's what's causing all of this nonsense and confusion going on. Whether you have a degree or your own job, you look halfway decent or not, it's the same bag, y'all. It all ends the same. If you don't want, he can leave the woman with the good job, because that's what they do that. He could cheat on the woman who pay half the bills. There's a whole bunch of chicks that go Dutch on the mortgage that getting cheated on out here. There's a whole bunch of, I want a woman who can pull her own weight. There's a whole bunch of horse and carriage, goddamn Clydesdales with a goddamn set on her back, doing all kind of hula hoops and shit with her own fucking money, and she ain't getting no more respect than the chick at the goddamn Waffle House who suck a dick behind a dumpster. She ain't getting no marriage proposal. No, the ring ain't getting no bigger. None of that. Even if she paying half, so then half that ring she done paid for anyway. The ring don't get no bigger. None of that. You can have all this goddamn effort, and there's still something wrong with you. There's still something wrong with you. So you can't play this game. You can't play all of these games with these men. This is why you don't worry. This is why I tell you, UGC, you shouldn't worry so much. If there's no other goal that I have for this channel is to help you stop worrying about what men think of you. There's always going to be some sort of inadequacy there, no matter what you look like. No matter what you look like. No matter what you accomplish. He's still going to say, oh, your ass is not big enough, though. I know you won the Nobel Peace Prize and all that shit, I know you got the doctorate and you done shook hands with Nelson Mandela and all that, but your ass ain't big enough. So there's that part. There's that part. So you got to find peace within yourself. Within yourself. And you have to really be in love with your expectations, your desires, your goals. You have to have respect for the things that you want. You have to respect the things that you want. Men should have the same attitude. What do you mean the same attitude? What attitude should men have that you men won't have, actually? Because if you men actually had it, you wouldn't be talking about who hitting the wall, because that's your whole conversation is who ugly out here. Oh, she too old, she too fat, she too black, her nose big, her chest small, her butt this, y'all ain't gonna have no same attitude, because you can still fuck women you don't care about to this day until the day you die. So there is no same attitude going on here. Women are the moral arm of any relationship. If the relationship has any morals within it, it's the morals that the woman brings to it. It's the morals that the woman puts in her suitcase and brings to your door. Otherwise, that relationship is just, it's as toxic as it wants to be. And that's just what it is. How can men complain about women's immorality when they screw for recreation? That puzzles. I don't get it. I don't get how men could ever fix their mouth to talk about who's a slut when you fucking fishy ass cunts out here dripping all kind of dripping shit coming out. These chicks comes and you fucking raw. If a woman offered her ass for free right now, you wouldn't go, oh no, Oh no, ma'am. No, no, I appreciate it. No. Thank you, thank you. No, no. You're not doing that. You're like, well, I have an hour. Can we get done in an hour? Go ahead and take that whole bath real quick. If you ain't got time for the whole bath, well, come on, let's get it on. And that's what it is. That's what it is. The woman can be very feminine. Y'all ain't y'all taking these feminine courses and shit? Ain't y'all getting feminine certified, white school certified and shit? Y'all got your diplomas on the wall. Now you're a certified woman or certified female, something like that. Y'all getting certified to be a female. And these niggas, where they at? Where are they? Where art thou? Where art thou? And the chicks that selling the courses, they ain't married, all kind of nonsense going on. But you a certified female now. You had to get certified in femaleology, and the dude still got a problem with you. They still got a problem. Still. So when are we good enough? Okay, I got the degree. I did what you said. I make my own money. Do I qualify now? Well, no. You're a little strong in the face. No, I mean, I appreciate you giving me a tax return and all that, but you don't get my dick hard. So I'm gonna put you on the shelf. I'm gonna come back around and visit you every now and then. I ain't gonna just leave you out. I'm gonna come around Christmas. Girl, you got me for New Year's Eve. You got me for New Year's Eve. I give you New Year's Eve. I can't give you Christmas and Easter, but I got you for New Year's Eve. Well, I don't have any babies. I don't have any. I don't have any babies out of wedlock. Does that count for anything? Well, but I mean, I'm just saying you don't have no babies because nobody wants to fuck you. So there's that. Yeah. I mean, I know you ain't a statistic and all that, but I wish you was, because then maybe I'd want to fuck you. So there's that. So if you are trying to impress men, if you're doing anything that you're doing to get a man's cosign and a man's approval, UGC, don't waste your time. Don't waste your time. Whatever you do, whatever you feel you have to do it for you. Do it because you feel it's the right thing to do. Do it for you. Some of you are virgins and you're feeling like the guys don't respect that. They don't find value in your virginity. And you're not a virgin to impress him, because if you pull down your pants in a goddamn fucking landfill, he would fuck you in the middle of a fucking hill of garbage, raw, if he could. So you're not saving yourself because he's gonna find you a treasure. He's gonna think you're so much more of a treasure. When all the roads lead to you being on your knees anyway, lead to him imagining what it's like to have you on your knees, staring up at him with drool coming off your chin. He's imagining how you would look choking on the head of his penis inside your goddamn tonsils, whether you're a virgin or a slut. Hello. So you don't do that for him. You save yourself because you're like, listen, I don't want no dirty dicks inside of me. I don't want no dude pounding out and bruising my goddamn cervix for a thank you. I don't want to expose myself to his bugs and his dandruff and his piss and shit on a, I like you. The fuck does that mean? I like you. When a dude say I like you, you got to ask yourself, well, what does that mean? Okay, you like me? Okay, let's see. How do I, what's the math equation on that? You like me? What is that? 5 plus 10 plus 2 plus 20? What? Let's see. What that add up to? What kind of geometry is that? You like me? And you ain't never gonna be good enough. That's you wanna know what the secret is to all this shit? There is nothing you can do to be good enough. There really isn't. At the end of the day, there's always going to be, if there isn't anything wrong with you, it'll be that he's bored. He'll fuck around on you because he's bored. There's always going to be something. There's always going to be something. So ladies, we divest from all of this so we can find peace within ourselves. Because we need some emotional peace. We need emotional peace. I say a black woman is for a black man and vice versa. I think we can uplift each other and heal each other and restore each other. You know what I'm saying? A man's going to be a better man in my presence. Why? Because I'm an extra set of eyes, an extra set of ears. I'm invested in his well-being. If he's hurting, I'm hurting. We can't have no hurting on my watch. We can't have no malnourishment on my watch, because if you ain't healthy, then my shit's fucked up. And that's how a relationship is supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. I don't understand the whole divesting thing. I don't get it. All of us black women want what we are not. Black men want what they are not. And somehow we're all okay with that. We're all okay with that. With not seeing reflections of ourselves. We're all okay with that. Something is wrong with us. Something is wrong with us. There's no woman that can love you harder than a black woman, because she's a reflection of you. She's a reflection of you. I mean, that's my philosophy. That's how I see it. It's not even a pro black thing per se, because there's a lot of mix going on in my family too. There's a whole lot of mixtures going on in there. I got a whole bunch of shit swimming in my bloodstream. You can't see it. You can't tell by the way I look. But it's there. So, I don't know. But what I do know is that we have to get off this train of allowing men to tell us that we are too inadequate for what it is that we want. That I do know. I said it before on this channel, and I say it again. You men who watch my channel, who support my channel, you don't have a say in this thing. What I feel I want at the end of the day is personal to me. What I will say about social media, I think Simone got caught up in discussing things that really should have been personal to her, and whoever was lucky enough to take her out on a date, what she wanted, what she was looking for, should have been a conversation held for the man across the dinner table who's trying to get her attention, her love, and whatever else. Now the whole world knows, and the whole world can scrutinize and call her out of her name. It's a whole bunch of scandal going on now because it says she plagiarized her little manifestation book. That's the newest thing. So it opened up a whole lot of can of worms. This thing called ego, yo, this thing called ego, it's a horrible thing. It's a horrible thing. This is why I tell you ladies, when the talk of sex comes up, don't start no bragging shit about how deep you swallow and what kind of upside down caking you can do and all that kind of stuff. When all that conversation come, you tell them, listen, it ain't much going on. I'd rather you downplay your shit than oversell. It's better you downplay your shit than oversell your shit. Because chances are he don't have somebody who can fuck better than you anyway. Anyway. Especially if he a little bit decent and he look a little bit good. Especially if you managed to get a top tier dude, he done had him Asian snatch, Russian snatch probably, goddamn Native American reservation snatch. Went to Arizona, some little inside the bush somewhere and got some Amazon chick and fucked her too. He done had everybody. He done had it every which way but Sunday. So you ain't coming with chances are you ain't coming with no new tricks anyway. So it's better you downplay than oversell. Just cut that shit short. Like, dude, there's no bells and whistles here. I'm just saying, if you looking for a circus act, I can't help you. I can't help it. If you're looking for a freak show, a house of horrors and shit, you need a house of horrors kind of set. You need like the Walking Dead. You need to be scared to get your dick hard. I can't do that for you. Better you do that than go, yeah, I do that. I do that too. I can do that really well. Cut all that shit out. Cut all of that shit out. But I'm starting to realize most who encounter your message, dark goddess philosophy, until it's too late. My message, yeah, what am I gonna do? I'm trying to save souls. I'm trying to pour some holy water and sanctify us out here. The other week, this bird had the audacity to call me a gold digger, hypergamous, simply because I stated I refuse to date low vibration bum men with no ambition. So the bird called you hypergamous. What is up with that? That part I don't get either. You guys fuck women who don't like you all day long. So you don't have problem with the hypergamy because the girl that's fucking you, she wants some money. She wants some money. The girl who's a baddie, who's a 10, you gotta pay for that. And you don't have no problem paying for a baddie. So this ain't no moral issue. Hypergamy just comes up when he want to fuck you for free. He want to lowball you. You're asking for 10 and he only want to give you 5. Because he paid somebody else 10. He paid somebody 10 plus a tip. He done did that before. Now he want to get smart and conscientious for you. Nah. Hypergamy is a weak argument. A lot of these dudes will give the right chick they last. They'll give the right chick their whole pension plan. Thanks for the donation. So it's that. It's that. And I'm like, gold diggers. So when you want sex from a girl for free, there's nothing immoral about that. You will want sex from a girl for not only you want it for free, you don't even like her, and there's nothing immoral about that. She likes you. She has feelings for you. And you decided that you're going to fuck her anyway. Break her heart. You already decided that. You already decided that you were going to break her heart. You knew she had feelings for you before you unzipped your pants. And nothing in your moral compass, your hypergamous ass, uh, what do you call it? Vaccine. You got a hypergamy vaccine. Ain't nothing in your hypergamy vaccine to stop you from fucking somebody you don't want. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Hypergamy ain't no issue. Hypergamy ain't no bad thing. It ain't no more worse than being with a woman that you know you don't want to be with, but you fuck anyway. And how many of you niggas doing that on a daily basis? How many of you impregnating women that you had no intentions on marrying? The girls with you talking about marriage, and you in your mind you going, sheesh, bitch, wait on that. Bitch, wait on that. You keep waiting on that. And you got her hemmed up for years and years and years. Babies come, all kind of shit. She want to marry you. And you have no intentions on marrying her. And there's nothing immoral about that. Nothing at all. You have brothers, who push the whole sister wives thing, and you selling that as some sort of noble act. Only a woman who's strong in her sense of self can get down with sharing her man with somebody else. She has to really have a strong identity and in touch with who she is in order to be able to be that generous, that open enough to share you with somebody else. And she's not supposed to see that as her being inadequate, which is what it is. Any woman that has to share her man has to be okay with the fact that she's inadequate, that she can't, that it's common knowledge. It's common knowledge that what I'm bringing is not enough for you. And somehow it's progressive for me to feel, for me to know that I'm not measuring up. I'm not enough for you. So let's bring another girl on the team. You know what kind of high level game that is? To sell a woman on her own fucking inadequacies? You making it sound like my inadequacies is bringing me closer to God. The fact that I acknowledge it means I'm closer to God than these other sluts out here who want a man all selfishly want a man all to herself. We got all kind of philosophies and game around what these men want. And at every impasse, every checkpoint, we are told, no, you can't have that. You're too old for that. You already have a kid for that. Yeah, you have a degree, but you're only a 4, so you can't have that. I understand that you're willing to give me half, but the half doesn't really mean anything. It only means something sometimes. It means something when I don't like you. The half means someone I don't like you, but you bring in half, you want me exclusive. I can't be exclusive with you because I don't really like you like that, even though I said I want half, but I really will go and take care of a woman that I really want. I fit the whole bill for a chick that's bad enough, even though I know you giving half and you really like me. I know you really love me and you giving half, but you still, no, you're a 4. It's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can do. Sorry. Games. And not menstruate, but be fertile too. These bleeding once a month females ain't healthy according to some of these dudes. Well, yeah, that's the next thing. If you menstruate once a month, then you're a sinner too. There's something wrong with you biologically as well. If you actually have a period every 28 days, that's because you're not living righteously. So there's that. Odd math. A grown male that pursues a woman and wants to legislate how she should gift what it is what he seeks from her. Simple math. He doesn't like her terms and conditions. Move on. Bingo. That's what it is at the end of the day. If you don't like her conditions, if you don't feel she's worth what she's asking for, you go, okay, ma'am, have a nice day. Why can't it just be that? Y'all see what's going on in social media and in the circles now? The man can't just say, okay, well, I couldn't give her what she wanted, so I'll just find somebody who wants what I have to give. It's not that. It's condemnation. It's a lot of shaming. It's a lot of vitriol. It's a lot of vitriol, but babies are still coming. It's a lot of I can't stand her, but he's still fucking you. So it wouldn't even be so bad if these dudes that complain just didn't have anything to do with us. I would respect all of them if it was I don't deal with y'all at all. But it's not that. These dudes have a problem and they pretend to love you. Hamburger. They have a problem with you, and in the midst of them having a problem with you, they'll pretend like they're really interested, that they really like you, that there is going to be a future, that one day he will marry you, that he's looking for, he's excited about hearing that you're pregnant. All of that shit. Never go Dutch. Never, never, never. Most guys want to spoil you. I have stories for days on this topic. Do you? Only 10% of women are 8s, 9s, and 10s. Most women are average. Men will pay for everything when they date the top 10%. Well, who are these dudes that get in the top 10% then? Because then if your numbers are correct, then they're just as delusional as they say we are for wanting entrepreneurs and millionaire men. If most women are just regular looking chicks, then that's what most men are getting. So we're complaining about what we can get. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. We have this level up culture thing now, and a lot of y'all are getting sucked into it where you're being told that there's all these millionaire men that are looking for a woman just like you. He's been looking for a woman just like you his whole entire life. And while anything is possible, anything is possible. I would say for that to be a goal, to have a dude that's a millionaire as your goal, and in order to get the millionaire, you have to kind of turn yourself inside out. Like you kind of have to almost pretty much become somebody else in order for the guy to go, in order, you wave and then he actually see you. The chances of success on that end with the amount of work you have to do, the amount of exorcism that has to be done in order for this dude who's supposedly a millionaire to now see you above all the other women who didn't have to take a level up course, who didn't have to get plastic surgery, who didn't need femininity classes and nothing. She could just walk out the door and gold just drips out her vagina. There's a lot of women who don't need these level up classes that are out here, that are qualified and available. You need a class. You need certifications, training classes, training modules. You need to take tests. You need to get graded on a fucking curve. in order to get seen by men. By the time you finish the class, he done fucked 10, 20 chicks that were already qualified and didn't wife none of them. He done already been with chicks who already wife material and ain't put no ring on none of their fingers. Like, I'm just like, ooh, that part. To me, if you got to do that much work to get noticed, to be considered, I don't know if that's even ideal. I don't know if that's even ideal. I think if you can't generally be yourself to get what it is you want, then there's going to be a problem. There's going to be a problem. A lot of y'all really need to y'all gotta turn into goddamn magicians just to get these men with money to notice you. And I told y'all most of them are fucking perverts. Did I not tell y'all that? Most of these dudes are perverts. They like other men. They like balls in their mouth, all kind of shit. Farming animals, all kind of shit going on. These men with big money. And you like, oh, I'll be like, oh. You doing color theory and shit to know what kind of colors you should wear so this degenerate can look at you. So he can notice you at the bar. Hamburger. Whatever you do, I would say do it for yourself. Do it because it makes you feel good about you. Instead of doing it to impress these men, do it because you feel better about yourself. Do it because of that. Because honestly, y'all, like I said a few minutes ago, there's really nothing you can do that's going to eliminate a man's complaints, a man's criticisms, a man's complacency, a man's inevitable boredom and familiarity blindness that comes as a relationship goes on. I mean, this is not you could do. So if you're getting a degree, you get it for you. If you go into the gym, you go to the gym because, I want to be able to jump and run and skip and frolic and whatever in the dandelions. I just want to be able to move my body. I don't want to have all, arthritic ankles and shit. So I'm taking my ass to the gym because I don't want to get up and need a fucking walking stick to get to the bathroom. That's just a more practical way to think of these things, because if you do all this shit along for the express purposes of men, you're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna realize, damn, I did all this shit for nothing. He doesn't like me anymore. I thought he would like me more if I did this. I thought he would like me more if I looked like that. You're going to be disappointed. We find that true femininity is inherent, not necessarily learned. Thing overall, natal chart interpretations can reveal. However, if her mom was ultra feminine, chances are she is too. Yeah, some of this is genetic. Some of this is genetic, although I would give myself as an example. I'm not, my mother is very feminine. My grandmother was very feminine. I'm a bit of a, what do you call it? I guess dusty. I call myself dusty. Compared to my mother, yeah. I mean, I know how to bake bread from scratch. I know how to do all of that shit. I can sew curtains. I can make clothes. You know, give me a sewing machine and 2 yards of clothes. I got a skirt before the end of the night. I can do all of that. But, you know, I'm still, I consider myself a little rough, a little tomboyish, a little bit too. So I don't know, y'all. You know, it's, you got to interpret this shit. You're going to have to interpret this thing. And you're going to have to be comfortable with it, whatever your interpretation is. You're going to have to be comfortable with it. You can sew and bake bread too. Woohoo! From scratch. They're just selling dreams. Yeah, a lot of it is. A lot of it is. So, do you think this has to do with your mother being Trini as opposed to African American in the States and having to deal with all the bull with men in the US? I'm not going to say that culture doesn't doesn't manipulate you, because it does. You know, it does. The African American experience, I can't say, you know, that we are here out in the wilderness with no standards, no, you know, no gauge on how to be. I think people, listen, for the most part, everybody wants to be treated a certain way. I think we can come to that conclusion. You want to be treated a certain way. I want to be treated a certain way. Everybody wants to be treated kindly. Everybody wants to feel love, no matter what your culture is. You want to feel safe. You want to feel loved. You want to feel protected. Why is it that certain people can do it and others cannot or refuse to? Because really, you know, at this point, I think just people just refuse to do it. Is the $1,000,000 question. Because how you want to feel in a relationship, to me, it transcends. It transcends where you are, where you were born on the planet. Because even in Trini, colorism is deeply entrenched there. You know, we're no more prouder of who we are as island people than anybody here in America. This caste system, this colorism, deep, thick in there, thick. There's abuse. You know, a lot of women get their ass kicked in islands. A lot of women get their face turned into mop and glow in the islands. I heard the stories. I heard the stories growing up. Who getting beat with machetes, limbs cut off, all kind of shit. So you find all kind of extremes going on, you know, within all cultures. Within all cultures. You know how many African men I know I've met here in the States who all of a sudden it's okay to pump and dump on American women, but they don't do that with their own women. But all of a sudden now they've adopted this thing where it's okay not to be genuine or serious about American black women, because it's, they got the memo that somehow, we're just easy. We have less expectations. So they abandon their cultural norms and their beliefs. They put aside their commandments and they put their Bibles in the drawer and they go fuck, rape, and pillage and all that stuff too. They come over here and just forget their culture too. And this is most African men that I've met. And some of them have told me African women, they expect too much. They expect too much. So then what? So what are you saying? American women that's easy ass? You don't have to give us your best. So there's that part. People hide behind culture and shit. I'm proud of what I am, and they come over here and they supposedly do what American people do. They don't put their positive influence, all this pride in culture. They don't try to indoctrinate you with that. They come with their dick in their hands too. You want my bread recipe? Oh shoot. In the midst of survival, our feminine side will be tucked away and our Mars will rise. All right. And then they complain about lack of morals in women when they really hate the requirements. Ding, ding, ding. Tell her what she wins, Bob. Tell her what she wins. See, now y'all get it. Now you get what I'm saying. If you have requirements, you're a tight ass. If you don't have requirements, you're a slut. If you have requirements, you're full of yourself and you are delusional. And if you don't have requirements, you're a fool. You see, you can't win. All it really boils down to is who's across the table hearing what it is you want. And if the person across the table hearing what you want likes you enough, he's gonna give you what you want. It's just as simple as that. There's nothing you can ask for that's a problem to somebody who feels you're worth it. That's just it at the end of the day. Hypergamy is not a problem if the chick is a 10, the dude will give up his money. Or if she's everything he's ever wanted, guess what he's gonna do? He's gonna make a withdrawal. He's gonna go to his ATM machine and withdraw whatever she asks for. Period. You want to get married? Let's get married in 4 weeks. You want to get married? I could put in for vacation time, and we could get married next week, girl. You think men don't do that? You think men don't do that? All this friction and stuff is just these men complaining about women they don't want. And the thing is, they complain about women that they don't want, and they spend a lot of time complaining about women that they don't want because the women that they don't want are the only women they can get. That's why they complain about them all the time. When you ask yourself, well, why do these men always talk about the women they don't want? They talk about them because these are the women that they have access to. So it's frustrating because he doesn't want you, but you're the only one that will fuck him for the $10 that he has. You're the only one that will give him a head wash for the little contributions that he can make to you. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. So, you guys that watch my channel, we were made for you. Stop fighting us. Stop fighting us. Water seeks its own level. You guys have to look in the mirror too. You have to pull down your pants and have a conversation with your dicks. Yeah. You have to have a conversation with what's going on between your knees. You know what you're coming with. You got to have a conversation with your bank account. You have to have a conversation with your face. I will have to have a conversation. Now, I'm not telling any man that he has to settle for anything. I would never tell a man that he has to settle for anything. You don't have to love any of us. You don't have to do that. My point is this. We don't have to settle for what you're giving us either. I shouldn't have to. You expect me to frolic in the daffodils knowing that you don't like me? I mean, that's pretty much what you guys are asking. You're asking us to be okay with nothing. You're asking us to be okay with not having any expectations whatsoever, because just because we're fives and fours and threes or whatever, when most of the time you men that are complaining are not top tier. Can we be honest about that? You guys that make money off of complaining about women, none of you are top tier. Top tier men don't have time to complain because they eating pussy out here. They getting their dicks washed. They getting head washed out here. They too busy getting fucked by women they like. The rest of us who are complaining out here are disgruntled because it's inconsistencies between what we want and what we can get. So the delusion that we supposedly have as women is shared by you. We're fighting each other when we're made for each other. You see all this 4 and 3 and 2 going on here. I was made for you. I was made for you. So, I understand the frustration. It must suck. It really must suck to have access to women that you don't want. To only have access to women that you don't want. It has to suck. I know it has to suck. Listen, talk to me. Most of us on this stream, most of the women on the stream can tell you that they have screwed men or been in relationships with men who did not sexually satisfy them, didn't have enough money, and they still love them anyway. It was frustrating, but you deal with it. The way we're biologically designed, we are biologically designed. Thank God for nature. We are biologically designed to still love you anyway. As soon as you penetrate, we lose our mind. Whether the dick was good or not, we're out of our minds. That's how nature designed us. That's how nature designed us. If we actually thought like you, there wouldn't be no babies born. None. If we had the same criteria that you guys did, like you dudes had to look good and had to have big dicks, there wouldn't be no babies born. Listen, probably nobody on this live would even exist. Everybody on this live was probably conceived out of mercy. Hello? Everybody on this live was probably conceived by accident or by mercy. Okay? So listen, we in the same boat together. You ain't gotta try to one up me. You ain't gotta try to one up me. You low class like me. We in the same class together. You can't outrun me. Because I'm the one that creates black men. Black men come out of my womb. How you gonna outrun me? How you gonna divest from me when you wouldn't be here without me? When you would not exist without a woman who looks like me. It is what it is. Mariah said my dad was super handsome. So was mine. My dad was 6'2" and real handsome. So was mine. So was mine. It is what it is. Was I conceived by accident? No. No. My mother was actually a virgin. I was an unsullied conception. Can't you tell? This is why I am the way that I am. I was an immaculate conception. My mother was a virgin when she got married. So there's that. There's that. There is that. My mom said my mom was dark. She liked with big one. What? We like big ones. Is that right? Your mother sounds wonderful. My mother is wonderful. My mother's a class act. A class act. Us UGC are the truth serum to society. We absolutely are, love. This is why we need it. This is why we are needed. Our energy, UGC, is needed to balance everything out. We are the priestesses. We are the healers. All of you women on this live, all of you women that are here right now and resonate with what I'm saying are healers in your own right too. Some of you don't know it, some of you know it, but can't, are not really owning it. But that's what it is. We've kind of been dumbed down because, how we look, we question our abilities because we don't look how everyone says we're supposed to look. And that's all that's going on there. And once you really divest from all that and like, you know what, fuck that shit. Then you just walk into your power. Yes, a lot of people are conceived by accident. And by accident, I'm saying, I'm more so saying, a lot of conceptions are not conceived through actual pleasure. Like actual pleasure. Like I said, if it was a requirement that women have an orgasm to conceive, do you know how depopulated this planet would be? It wouldn't be nobody around here. It'd be a goddamn ghost town. My mother was too. I didn't inherit her looks. I resemble my father, but I'm proud to have her as my mom. Aw. Aw. I look like my dad too. I look like both my parents actually. But I feel I look exactly like my dad. That's just what I feel. So yeah, so there's that part. There's that part. Do you think black women are the most disrespected, or was Malcolm X wrong? Yeah, Malcolm X did say black women are the most disrespected. I don't think that perspective is inaccurate. What I will say is that we, as individuals, have to be careful in what we're adopting, because I don't walk out my house with the energy of black women are the most disrespected. You know what I mean? I don't carry that. I don't resonate with that. That's not in my psyche. I don't walk through life feeling like I'm the target of a beatdown everywhere that I go. And I think that's something that we have to be really mindful of, the energy that we're projecting, because at the end of the day, it really is about your experience is your own. There's collective things that do go on, and collectively it seems real, but there's an individual you that invites experiences into your life based on what you think. And you're not going to get around that. So you got to be careful with that. You got to be careful with that. Black women are most disrespected. Okay. What do we do with that? Because a lot of us talk to people like we're expecting them to disrespect us. You're intimidated by everybody because you feel like you're beneath everybody. And these things are yielding results. So what you believe, or what you're deciding to resonate with, what you're putting in front of your mind, is what's going to give you your experience in this life too. That's just what it is. I consider myself to be fun. I consider myself to be unique, fun, personable. I'm a healer. So I'm coming as someone that can direct people. That's my energy. That's just my energy. I don't walk around like, I can't be a healer and think and walk as if I'm defeated. Everybody wants to kill me. Everyone wants to hurt me. Everyone wants to destroy me. I can't be a healer in that in within that vibration. I wouldn't be able to function and do what it is that I needed to do. So you have to decide. Hey, Green Steven. Divesting is taking your power back to strip or terminate a relationship that no longer holds value. Take your power back, ladies. Strip society of their hold on you. There you go. A guy I've been dealing with said that my sex healed him. Wait a minute. Never heard that before, but he's been more involved and generous since intercourse. He is running game. Is he running game to get me to break down my walls? Well, if he said, I don't really know. I don't know how long you've been talking to him before you had sex. If he said your sex healed him, I don't know. I don't know if I would believe that. I don't know if I would believe that. And the fact that you're asking, is he running game on you, means that something there is inconsistent. We don't ask questions like that unless there's something inconsistent going on. Also, it's been 3 months. You know that's too soon to have sex. If you've only been dating him 3 months, what has he done for you to have sex with him? What has he done to merit access to your body? 3 months? 3 months? And he's saying your sex with you healed him. What did you heal him from? You healed him from insanity? What you healed him from was demons chasing him? Like what did your vagina heal him from? He's been paying my rent, $1,200 a month. Paying your rent? So he's been paying your rent from the beginning of your relationship? You've only been together 3 months. He's paid your rent all 3 months? And how was that negotiated? Like he just asked how much your rent was and said I was going to pay it? How did that even, how did the paying of your rent take place? The bigger question is this: why do you suspect it's a scam? That's something. Let's just start there. If he's been paying your bills and says that the sex you had with him actually healed him, I'm assuming it was good for you too, or was it kind of janky? Was the sex more pleasurable for him than it was for you? He's married. What? He's married. Hamburger. He's been telling me that he's been waiting and praying for a woman like me. So, Lord have mercy. So, is he married? Oh my gosh. Y'all listen. The whole the whole prayer and the stuff, it's hard for you to discern anything when you have sex. This is why you're supposed to hold out for as long as possible. You felt because he was paying your rent that you had to reciprocate and give him some ass. And that is not what your ass is for. He can give you the gift of rent. Paying your rent is a gift, just like buying you dinner is a gift. You are not obligated to exchange booty, poom poom, for your rent being paid. You're not obligated to do that, especially if you're not ready. Especially if you're not ready. No, it's not. He's not married, but he has a son. Oh, okay. Okay. So again, why do you think, what is it that you're seeing that makes you feel that some of his sentiments are disingenuous? Because you're suspecting that something is disingenuous about what he's stating to you. So where would that be coming from? Hi, Sucker. Should I dump my boyfriend who didn't adequately help me with my MBA application? What did you want your you wanted your boyfriend to help you with your MBA application and he didn't help you? Was there a reason why he didn't help you? Did he state to hell with you? Like you're ready to dump him because he didn't help you with an application? Did you ask for help and he said hell no? Like what was it? She may have needed the money. And you could need the money. You could need the money. Listen, what I try to impart on you ladies here is that your vagina is never an even exchange for any fucking money these men give you. It's not an even exchange. I keep telling y'all that. Why is your vagina never an even exchange? Because if he inserts his dick into you and implants something in there that Clorox can't kill, you're fucked up forever. You're fucked up forever. Sex changes you forever. Now you have his DNA swimming through your goddamn bloodstream. Now you're a little less you than you were before you fucked him. You're a little more out of your mind. You're a little less you because you open your legs for him. It is never an even $1,200. I don't give a fuck. It was $5,000 a month. That still ain't gonna be an even exchange for you opening your legs and having him all inside your guts. You have him rearranging your guts for $1,200 a month, and now you sitting there. I don't know if he really likes me. This is what happens. You start questioning yourself. You start doubting your word. You start doubting. You don't know if he's telling the truth. You don't know if you really like him. You don't know if you're in a relationship or not. This is what happens when you start fucking men. When you screw them too fast. Don't ever feel you don't fuck nobody under obligation. There is no amount of money that can equate to your vagina. There is no amount of money he can give you because he can't replace your vagina. He can replace his money. He can make more money. If he gives you $1,200 and it's a loss, you run away with it, it's washed, he can get $1,200 again. You can't get another vagina at the goddamn Kroger's. Kroger's ain't selling vaginas in a can. Last I checked, you can't buy a vagina in the frozen food section. You only got one. He told me he wanted to wait, but he came over during quarantine. Oh, Lord. You done went and had that ramen noodle sex. I told y'all about that quarantine sex. Y'all came over for hot dogs and got some ass. Y'all, this quarantine got y'all hemmed up, got y'all thinking y'all in relationship. The dude was just lonely. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Lord have mercy. He didn't want you. He couldn't go nowhere. Oh my gosh. Woo. Y'all getting caught up in the 10-pack of ramen noodles relationship. This is what the quarantine is, a ramen noodle relationship. Goddamn high MSG sodium shit. Lord have mercy. Let me finish reading this. During the quarantine, bought me groceries and kept me company. Didn't come on to me. He smelled good. See, that's the game too. Some of them run that, I'm gonna be a gentleman. I ain't gonna push up on her. That's reverse psychology. Cause when he don't make a move, you thinking, well, he must think I'm ugly or something. Let me test him out. Let me touch his dick or something. If he get hard, let me see if he get hard if I touch his dick. Then you start pushing up on him when he ain't pushing up on you because you feel your ego bruised and shit because he ain't trying to finger pop you or nothing like that. And before you know it, his tongue in between your legs, his dick in between your knees, and you don't have ramen noodle quarantine sex when the dude was all trying to play the gentleman shit. Y'all don't fall for the gentleman shit. Y'all be if the dude doing the gentleman shit, you gotta let that run its course. A lot of these dudes only play that gentleman shit because he know if he don't push up on you, you gonna feel insecure and you gonna wind up giving him ass just for GP, just to prove something. Hamburger. Hamburger. Bet every dollar I have, she hasn't been on or even know where he lives. Lord have mercy. Well, let's ask him now. Bria, you know where the dude live? Hi, Soka, should I dump my boyfriend? Okay, you already asked me that. I don't know. I need more, Super, I need more details. You're just going to dump him because he ain't help you with an application. I wouldn't, off the rip, that's not no reason to dump somebody unless there's circumstances around that was violent or something like that. Ate sirloin afterwards, happened to the best of us. Hope his wife isn't crazy. Yo, 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 yo. Quarantine got a lot of us in the clink. Yes, I've been by his house and met his son 2 weeks ago. It seems promising, but I'm skeptical by nature. I just got out of a bad relationship. Okay, Bria, I would say that I don't know how many times did you just have sex with this dude? Like you just like for the first time been intimate, or have y'all been smashing regularly for the past 3 months that y'all been together? He's a writer and a professor. So he's a professor, and he didn't want to help you with your. I mean, did he say why? Super. What was his reason for not helping you? Because it sounded like he was more than qualified to help you. Did you tell him about your relationship? If not, keep it to yourself. He also didn't offer to bring me any medicine when I was sick. Y'all, it sounds like he doesn't care. I mean, from what you're describing, if you were sick and he knew you were sick and didn't offer to help, then there's a discrepancy between what you think your level of importance is and what he thinks your level of importance is. There's the two of them, and the twain shall not meet. The twain are not meeting. Maybe you think you're in a relationship and you're not. He just half-ass helped me out. Half-ass helping you with something he's from what you stated, he's a professor, he's extremely proficient in, and it's probably something that would be easy for him to do, and he only halfway helped you. I don't know what that's about. No, I'm not going to tell him about my relationship at all. You're not going to tell who about your relationship? Bria, who else you talking about? We had sex about 3 weeks. We had sex about 3 weeks, only once, and it's been on my mind since that day. I'm trying to stay strong. Oh, okay, so you want to smash again. So, Bria, you want to have sex with him again? I would say do not. I would say to wait. I would say I feel that you already did it too early, and now he's gassing your head up. He's really gassing your head up real quick. I asked you if you liked the exchange. Was it pleasurable for you as well? I'm assuming it probably was. Bria's a player. Bria, how many relationships are you in? Yes, I do, but I'm trying to see how he acts once quarantine is over. Yeah, that would be the smart thing to do. You don't have a relationship yet. Quarantine right now is a pseudo relationship. Y'all it's like y'all in a jail cell together, so you got to talk to each other. No. You had sex too early, and I would say do not have sex with him again for a while. Although he talking about it heal, I'm still trying to figure out what it healed. What your vagina done heal? It healed his low self-esteem. What did it heal? Did you ask him what he meant by that? Like when he said it healed him. What did it heal exactly? Unless you exorcise demons out his tip. Did you cast away demons out his ball sack? Like what did it heal? Did he have a rash or something that went away? Did he have eczema on his balls and it went away? What did it heal? A pretty said healed his marriage. Healed his marriage. 9 months to a year, speaking from experience, you'll get a better glimpse. Yeah, you gotta wait them out. You gotta wait them out. You gotta wait them out. This quarantine, any relationship now started during the quarantine, you gotta wait till the stores open back up. You gotta wait till he got other choices, other places to go besides your house. Right now, the only entertainment he got is your house. That ain't no real scope. You can't get a real grasp of what you got because the dude can't go nowhere. And Rita said, "I'm cracking you up." Listen, I'm just asking what your slime done healed. What he had and what did it correct? Did he have a bend in his shit and I was straight? Like what did it heal? Talk to me. Give me the steps. Men are nasty that way. They will say anything. Yeah, I would say that I think that's game a little bit. Your vagina ain't healed shit. Your vagina ain't healed shit. That's him gassing you up so you get some more ass. That's a gas up. He doesn't come by often. He works. He comes over when I need essentials. He comes over when you need essentials. Is this he's a sugar daddy? Like what? What you got there? Because it sounds like he a sugar daddy. Do you actually like him? Is he old? Keona say he's a client. Keola said, "Is he a client, Bria? Is he a client? Are you fronting here like this is a real dude, or this is a goddamn client?" Is he a client? Bria, you laughing, but you ain't answering the question. You laughing, but you ain't answering the question. She said he paying rent and buying food. It sounds like a client. He buys essentials. I mean, water, toilet paper, food. So, oh, okay. All right. Well, I don't know, but there's a reason why you're hesitant. There's a reason why you're questioning how genuine the sentiment is, because there is something there that's inconsistent, and you have to dig into what that is. I can't diagnose it here just like that. We would have to go deeper. We would need a private consultation on that. But I will say off the rip, do not have sex with him again. Don't have sex with him again. You made the mistake. You went for the biggest trick in the book. I'm gonna be a gentleman. He did the whole "I'm a gentleman" thing to you and made you feel insecure, and then you wind up giving ass to prove a point. That's the problem. All you hoes, all you chicks on here that are with dudes that, he ain't even trying nothing with me. Y'all do not try to prove a point. Don't get all shaky knee like, oh, I don't think he attracted to me, and fall for that reverse psychology bullshit. And the next thing you know, you're Fruit of the Looms, kicked to the corner of the room, and you reverse cowgirl when the plan was to not have sex for 6 months. Don't get caught up in that bullshit. If he doing the gentleman shit, let him ride that. Let him rock and roll with that. I'm a gentleman shit for, ride it out. Ride that till the wheels fall off. You need to ride it out so you can see if he really a gentleman. Because these men play that gentleman shit. Because they know your egos are fragile. They know it. Oh, I'm not going to pressure her. And the fact that he ain't pressuring you got you questioning shit. That's all that is. So don't fall for it. Suckers, do you have an example of a time when there was a positive, caring man that came into your life that was actually consistent? What was some of the actions and gestures exemplified? I don't have any examples to share with you on that, or any I'm willing to share on that. None whatsoever. What I will say is that as far as care is concerned, after a while, the whole lust thing, if the feelings are really, really genuine, the whole lust thing is going to dissipate. And it comes into sort of a brother sister kind of relationship kind of thing. This whole he's got to be hot and heavy for you all the time thing is kind of impossible for that to be the whole. Your relationship is going to go up and down. So what I'm telling y'all is to expect that. That's not necessarily a bad thing. I think it's more important to get out of the fairy tale and to understand that people are flawed just like you. And you'll be able to have a better relationship once you understand that, okay, I'm coming with my shit. I'm coming with, all my bags. I understand you got all your bags, and we're just gonna deal with this thing together. Nobody is perfect. Nobody is perfect. That's not the goal. That's not really the goal. You have people. I've known men that are real chivalrous. I've gotten marriage proposals like after the first date. That's happened before. Dating for a week, can I marry you? So I know when someone wants you and they've decided. I know I've experienced that. Like you're it. You're it. I don't want anybody else. You're it. And in so much as that you have that, they still hurt you. So there's that part. They want you, they love you to death, and then somewhere along the line, they hurt you. So it's that. Life happens. Disappointments happen. Disappointments happen. So you just prepare. You prepare. This is a human being like you. This is a human being just like you. He's been paying my rent before I slept with him and been making sure my fridge is stocked. One night of passion doesn't make me feel like I was shortchanged, but I'm going to keep my coochie tucked. You saying you don't feel shortchanged, but you're worried. you're concerned for a reason, Bria. So you may say you ain't shortchanged because the dude keep your fridge stocked with, I don't know, he bring ice cream and steak, but you're concerned. You're concerned. You're insecure now because you had sex with him. You were all right. It was a take it or leave it before you had sex. Now he done dug out your insides. Now he done poked around your intestines. And now you're not sure if he likes you. That's how this happens. And that's the reason, Bria, why you hold out. While you hold out so you know what's what. Are you together or are you not? You're saying to yourself, this might just be because of quarantine. He might just be giving me this attention because it's quarantine. You have doubts now. So we got to deal with that. We deal with that. Maybe she's having fun. No offense, y'all. Could be. Could be. And my thing is, if you're having fun, then what are you worried about? If the goal is just to have fun, then there's nothing to worry about. If he bullshitting you, then it is what it is, because the goal is fun and you're having that. I have trust issues before him. If you have trust issues, then why you open your legs? You can't really have trust issues and you opening your legs. You're insecure. You don't have trust because if you really have trust issues, your shit will be like Fort Knox. It is what it is, y'all. It is what it is. It is what it is. She doesn't know him yet. Bingo. You know, what Bria is experiencing is kind of along the lines of you getting a compliment and you thinking that the person is honest because they said something nice. What she's experiencing, look, he paid the rent, he put food in the fridge, he's done nice gestures. He's been doing nice gestures. So you think he's telling, you're more inclined to believe that he's telling the truth, although you really don't have facts. This is why she's questioning it now, because she really doesn't have the facts that she needs. She doesn't have. Yes, he's giving her money for the rent. Yes, he's stocking up a fridge, but she doesn't have facts that this guy is really in it for the long haul, that he really cares about. She hasn't been with him long enough to know that. That's what's going on here. You have to be careful with that. Just because someone makes a nice gesture, it doesn't mean they like it. The same way that someone calls you attractive, a guy calls you attractive, it doesn't mean that he likes you. If he gives you money, that doesn't mean that he's in love with you. I mean, even that doesn't mean that he's in love with you. You have to test the spirit. I said over time, you got to see him when he's off his game. You got to see him when he actually doesn't want to give you money. That's when you know how they feel. When it's inconvenient for him to give you the $1,200 a month is when you're going to see what he actually is. You gotta wait for that time where he don't have the 1,200, and how he tells you he doesn't have the 1,200, and what he expects from you even though he doesn't have the 1,200. It's all of those. That's when the true self starts to reveal. That's when it starts to reveal. That might be stimulus money. Bingo. Bingo. You know how many businesses got thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in stimulus? A lot of people got nice checks. A lot of people got nice checks. Nice bailout checks. I guess I'm questioning it because he's an older, established guy, and I've been dating guys my age, and they barely want to take a girl to Applebee's. So here comes this guy giving things without sex involved. No, you didn't really test that out. Y'all only been together 3 months. Y'all only been seeing or talking to each other 3 months, and let's say the second month, and you gave up the ghost. The second month in, you gave up the ghost. So it wasn't no big hold out there. It wasn't no big hold out there. If he was paying you rent for a year or something like that, that would have been more impressive. Two months in, that ain't a holdout. That ain't a holdout. This is the thing, y'all. A guy comes along, Bree, you're going through the same thing. Like I said, women that you know how many women open their legs because the guy was the first guy that said that she was beautiful. You're basically saying the same thing that these other girls say when a guy compliments how they look. He was the first person that called me beautiful, that said I was pretty. You have to approach this thing like, okay, he wants to pay the rent. Okay, all right. He wants to stock up my fridge. What a nice gesture. Okay, you ain't got to look at it like, okay, now I got to go lay down with him. Especially, Brie, if you have trust issues. So that means you fucked him and you didn't even trust him. You're admitting you have trust issues. You open your legs for a dude you didn't even trust. We're not supposed to be doing that. You know how many men give me money? I have a channel here. Y'all don't see all the donations on the back end. Y'all don't see what my Cash App look like on the back end. I get all kinds of hair, boo, here, take this. Here, this is for you. I love you. I love your style. I love your work. I admire you. You're so beautiful and all that. And with all of that, I'm not giving nobody my personal number. Hey, call me. Thank you. That's all you get. Thank you. That's all you get. If you're giving from your heart, that's because you wanted to. That doesn't mean I have to respond in kind and reciprocate by giving my body. No. You say thank you. That's right, and keep it pushing. You are so thoughtful. Thank you. And that's it. 3 months is not enough time. Anybody could play nice for 3 months. He was such a gentleman, but he dug in your ass though. He got up in your guts though. Such a gentleman, but he still dug up in your goddamn gallbladder. He poked around your gallbladder and try to get up in your small intestines. So there's that. Ari said, once you give your body, it's over. Yep. That's right. Bria baby is a grown woman and the only one to consult her is Celtics. Yeah, I gotta get you. I gotta get you on the main line. We gotta go, Bria. We gotta go in the catacombs. You need to go and tell your dude, tell Zaddy to go and run your the consultation fee, so we can have a chat about your game plan and what you need to do from this point on. You need to go ahead and let your sponsor finance your training, because we have to definitely talk private. We have to talk private. Tracy said, did the rent get paid afterwards? Hosea, he said, what the hell? What you shocked about Leo Cali? Deep cleansing discussion. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And what I want to say, oh, I've been talking for 2 hours. I got to end this live. What I got to say to y'all to recap and bring this whole thing on home is, are my admins here? Can you put the link to my Ugly Girl site? I still don't know how to type this thing in myself. Admins, can you put the link to my email address in the Ugly Girls site? Can you do that, please? So yeah, so y'all, to bring the point on home to this video, you are entitled to want whatever it is you want without feeling ashamed, without feeling without being made to feel delusional or anything. When you've assessed who you are, like an honest self-assessment of who you are, your value and what you bring, you're entitled to come to whatever conclusion you come to as far as being compensated for what it is that you bring. You're entitled to that. Do not let these men make you feel ashamed for what it is you expect, because they're not ashamed for what they expect. They're never ashamed about what they want. If you are the moral arm of the relationship, which you are, and Bria is a perfect example of this, because even though her man was like, I'm going to be a gentleman and I'm not going to take anything from you, he still got in the drawers. This is what they do. Bria decided to let go of the holdout and give in, and he didn't insist and say, no, it's not time. He went, he got the drawers. He got the drawers. So this is what they do. This is what they do. You are the moral arm in any relationship. So don't let these men shame you about anything that you want, because they will take advantage of you. Even if they like you, they'll take advantage of you. And that's just the point. That's just the whole point, and the whole point to it. So y'all, I gotta go to my art site, 90% off original art pieces, iloveherart.com. Email me, those of you who want coaching sessions, info@theuglygirlsclub.com. Send me a message and I'll give you, okay, my admins are there. She just posted the link to my email. Shoot me an email and I'll discuss all the coaching options and everything with you privately. And we'll talk about what you need and what I can do for you and all of that stuff. And what else? And that's it. That's it. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Y'all, donations are appreciated. Cash App me anytime. I prefer Cash App than Super Chats, because Cash App is instant and YouTube take too long. So show your love. Show your love. All right, y'all. So I'm out of here. Please share the video. Subscribe. Please share the video and subscribe. Like it up so the channel can blow up. I need to get to 20,000 subscribers. That's the goal before the end of the year. All right. Thank y'all. Peace and love. Bye.